Young Sheldon may have wrapped its 7-season run, but the show isn't done surprising fans. In fact, a subtle yet emotional moment from the series finale has just sparked a frenzy among eagle-eyed viewers who believe they've uncovered a hidden reunion that went completely unnoticed until now. On the surface, the Young Sheldon finale delivered everything fans could ask for: closure, nostalgia, and a clear handoff to Sheldon's future at Caltech. But amid all the heartfelt monologues and tearful farewells, something peculiar happened. A blink-and-you-miss-it cameo that's now being dubbed by fans as a secret reunion, connecting characters from The Big Bang Theory in a way no one expected. The discovery that shocked Reddit it all began innocently enough. A Reddit thread titled, "Was that who I think it was in the Caltech montage?" exploded with comments after one user claimed to spot an all-too-familiar figure in the background of a campus scene, none other than a young Howard Wolowitz. Except, he wasn't played by Simon Helberg. Instead, a younger actor, nearly identical in mannerism and appearance, was seen briefly riding past Sheldon on a bike wearing a signature space-themed jacket and those unmistakable tight pants. The resemblance was uncanny. At first, fans dismissed it as a coincidence, just a Caltech student with a quirky fashion sense. But then things got even weirder. In a later scene, Sheldon walks past a bulletin board where a flyer for an astronaut engineering club is pinned. Listed among the club founders, a name, H. Wolowitz. That's when fan theories went nuclear. The puzzle pieces align. Rewatching the episode, some fans claim the show snuck in other background Easter eggs too. A familiar knock pattern echoing through a dorm hallway. A cafeteria conversation about string theory eerily similar to one from The Big Bang Theory's early seasons, and a brief glimpse of a lanky boy with wild curls wearing a Flash t-shirt, possibly a young Leonard? Suddenly, what looked like a simple goodbye turned into a complex tapestry of hidden crossovers. "I can't believe I missed it the first time," said one Twitter user. "It's like a Marvel movie-level Easter egg. They basically gave us a mini-reunion, without ever calling it that." Intentional or accidental? The debate quickly turned to the writers. Was this reunion orchestrated as a fan treat, or are fans reading too much into it? Co-creator Steve Malaro has remained mum, though he did tease in an earlier interview, "We like to reward the fans who pay attention." That's a vague nod, but it seems to support the idea that these moments were placed deliberately. Still, some argue that calling it a reunion is a stretch. If we didn't hear them speak, or see their faces up close, it's not really a crossover, said one skeptical fan on TikTok. It's just fun background dressing. But others are not convinced it's that simple. A closer analysis of the credits reveals something curious. 2 actors listed under Caltech students. Special thanks share surnames with Big Bang crew members, suggesting insider casting choices meant to mirror younger versions of the beloved gang. The emotion behind the scene, whether it was a true reunion or not, the scene hit an emotional chord. Seeing Sheldon walk past the place where we know he'll eventually meet his best friends, it felt like watching destiny unfold, said longtime fan at BazingaQueen94. Even if it's just symbolic, it reminds us how much these characters have grown together. Some have even speculated that this creative decision was meant to align with the show's core message. Great things are often set in motion before anyone realizes. Just as Sheldon's journey to Pasadena began long before he stepped into apartment 4A, so too did the quiet, cosmic dance that would bring Leonard, Howard, Raj, and eventually Penny into his orbit. Could it mean more to come? The discovery has also reignited calls for a new spin-off. If CBS is willing to plant such subtle seeds, could they be testing interest in a show following the teen versions of the original gang at Caltech? Big Bang Babies, joked one fan, though not entirely unseriously. In fact, producers have already announced an as-yet untitled Sheldon-centric spin-off, rumored to take place during his early Caltech years. So perhaps this was less of an Easter egg, and more of a backdoor pilot in disguise. "I wouldn't be shocked if those cameos become actual characters in the next chapter," suggested TV critic Maya Singh. "It's a brilliant move. Build intrigue quietly, then drop the full reveal once the buzz reaches critical mass." What makes this reunion so special? Unlike traditional reunions, where characters embrace, reminisce, or resolve old tensions, this one was silent, layered, and mysterious. No dialogue, no spotlight. Just fleeting glances and shared spaces. And maybe that's the point. The beauty of this reunion is that it reflects real life, said showrunner Steve Holland in a recent podcast. Sometimes the most meaningful connections start in the background, unnoticed. You pass someone in a hallway, and 10 years later, they're your best friend. For fans of young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory, this unexpected moment offered one last reward: a quiet nod to the cosmic coincidences that make life, and television, so unexpectedly beautiful. In the end, maybe that's the real legacy of young Sheldon, reminding us that every genius starts as a kid with questions, every friendship begins with a shared hallway, and every goodbye hides the seed of something new. So, was it a reunion? Technically, no. Emotionally, absolutely. And if you ask any true fan, that's more than enough. Let me know if you'd like a version styled like a news article, blog post, or script breakdown.